I'm Jenna Sackett with Stahls TV, one of the presenters, and you're about to watch Josh Ellsworth present on some really great content. While you're here, give us a like and be sure to hit that notification bell so that you can get updated on any time we're live or posting new videos.
It's time to diversify your business. With interest rates at an all-time low, the housing market is booming, which creates lots of opportunity for selling into construction. In this video, I want to show you the right patches and the right products to start to enter for decorating for different trades. We're going to decorate this Mountain Sherpa, which is a dry duck brand. It's a nice blend of comfort while being rugged. Also this wildwood cap and this weekender bag that's made out of a cotton canvas. Again, all dry duck. These products have been provided and can be sourced from S&S Activewear. Today, we're going to be using one of my favorite products, and that is our CAD-PRINTZ Perma-TWILL patches. We have Perma-TWILL, which we'll use today, but there's also a textured twill for a different type of finish. The reason I love this product, especially for high durability, is because it uses one of our premium adhesives. It's going to stick and it's going to stay. The patch is also sublimated, so you can feel confident that the ink is in there to stay and it's not going to fade over time. It's not going to wash out. I'm going to show you a tip on how to apply these dimensional products with our Hotronix 360 IQ hat press. Of course, it's designed for printing caps, but it can also be used for other products, for small logos, as you'll see here. Let's head on over to the press. We're going to start by pressing the cap because that's what this press was designed to do. It heats from the top and the bottom of the press, which is going to eliminate any creasing or scorch marks that you're probably used to getting on headwear if you've tried heat pressing it before. This press really creates a high quality cap and it can print any style of cap. So I'll load my cap onto the press, I'll lock down my hold down device, and then I'll just maneuver the cap to make sure it's seated tightly against the pressing surface. I have 280 degrees of heat on top. I have 320 degrees of heat on the lower platen, which is a silicone molded platen for a nice soft landing. And then I'm going to go ahead and position my design. Now, when you're pressing these patches, they do have a heat activated adhesive on the back. So I'd like to hold them against the press just for a second to get them to temporarily hold in place. And then I will cover it with a cover sheet. The cover sheet comes with the patches when you order them. This is our CAD-PRINTZ Perma-TWILL. And then I'm going to cover it with a thin foam pad that comes with the heat press. This foam pad helps to protect the hat and give you a nice accurate application. With everything loaded, I'll lock the press into place and it will begin to count down. For this application, I have a dwell time of 45 seconds. As the press approaches 0, it'll automatically open when it's complete. Just remove the pad from the top heater and we have an accurate, durable application. You can see no markings on the hat whatsoever. It looks great. We've created this faux leather effect that's actually printed or sublimated into the CAD-PRINTZ Perma-TWILL and added a thread around the outside with a faux bean stitch to make it look like it's sewn. Feel free to upload any artwork you want to create this logo. We can print as many colors, including gradients and photos. Now, let's show you how to unlock some other profit opportunities on this press with decorating with the same logo. We're going to use our Mountain Sherpa, which again is the dry duck brand. It's extremely warm and extremely soft. Now, one of the reasons I like to call this a cap press is because it can't apply practically anything. You can just load the shirt on like this, but the problem here is we have 2 layers, and we really want to use the heat coming from underneath to get an accurate print. So what I would prefer to do is go ahead and lay your shirt out on the side of the press first, because once you load it on there, it's tough to see the right printing area. We'll be maneuvering this shirt onto the press, and I'm going to go ahead and take one of my patches. Let me find one here. And I'll position it into the location that I want while I can see the majority of the shirt. So I like to pinch the top shoulder, run a line down to the center of the graphic, and then I can actually tape my transfer in place. I'm utilizing thermal tape, and thermal tape can be bought with the dispenser. And you can just simply tape your logo in place on the Sherpa fabric. I like to use a little bit more tape so it just holds into place as I'm maneuvering it on. And you don't have to worry, that's just going to peel off at the end. Now we'll go ahead and unbutton this and try to get to an area where we can load it onto the press with the logo already into position. In this case, we'll maneuver it to the side of the press, and I'm going to rotate my garment through. Again, the tape is helping to hold the logo into the proper position. Once I have it up onto the press, make sure the buttons are falling off the edge. I don't want to lock that down onto the heating area. It has nice, good contact. I'm ready to cover it with my special cover sheet. I'll lay the thin cover pad over it that comes with the press, and I'm going to complete the same application. 280 degrees on top, 320 degrees on bottom, 45 seconds. The same process happens. We're going to remove the garment from the press in the same manner that we loaded it, maneuvering it around. And then once it cools down, I'm going to peel the tape off to reveal my finished graphic. Just make sure you smooth out the Sherpa fabric where you had the tape loaded and where the press locked down and kind of matted the fabric a little bit. But when you're pressing with the right settings, the fabric can take that heat without marking. And again, we have a correctly placed, highly durable, completed result. We'll utilize the same technique for placement onto this weekender bag. Again, it's a cotton-based canvas twill, so it feels rugged, it's highly durable. There's actually jackets that you can source that match this fabric from the Dry Duck brand as well, which is great. And we'll position our logo where we want it. And we'll utilize the thermal tape to make sure it stays in place. Then we'll unzip the bag. Now when you're loading the bag onto the press, if you were just lay it like this, again, you'd be working with multiple layers. So you want to try to maneuver it to be inside of the press, where it can actually loop up from behind of the machine and load on and kind of thread through this pocket area to get to your print area. Work my fingers in here to move the zipper. It's okay, you can see how the tape's working to hold it down, but you do want to use enough tape to be able to keep it there because it wants to release against this fabric. But I'm just feeling to make sure I have good contact, to make sure there's no creases or zippers underneath. And once I have that, I'm going to cover it with the cover sheet, cover it with the pad. I'm just working out this crease that wants to happen on this side, and then I'm going to lock the machine down into place. Carefully remove the bag from behind the press. Let it cool down for just a few seconds. And then I will work my tape and remove it from the logo to reveal the completed result. Let's take a look at our final products and talk a little bit about what the logo cost for you to order it. The logo that we've used to decorate these items is 1 3/4 inches by 3 inches. We need to calculate the square inches of this, so we multiply the two numbers together, and that equals just over 5 square inches. Because it's over 5 square inches, we're going to round up to 6 square inches to go into our price grid. At 25 pieces, this is going to cost 20 cents a square inch, or, because we have 6 square inches, $1.20 per logo. There are additional price breaks available at 75 pieces, 250 pieces, and 500 plus pieces, allowing you to save money as you use the same logo size to decorate more items, like you see in the example here. It'd be very easy for us to get to the 25 piece quantity if we were just selling to 8 or 9 people that worked for Williamson Excavating, because we're doing a hat, a bag, and the Sherpa for each employee. Now that you know a little bit about how to decorate these items, it's important to make sure you have the right products and equipment for the job. The reason we're able to create durable graphics is because we have the Hotronix 360 IQ hat press. You can't just apply these patches with any heat press with top heat only. You need to be heating from underneath to make sure you're not going to damage the item, and also that you're going to get good adhesion, something that's going to be durable. You can get this machine or more information about it over at Stahls.com. On Stahls.com, you can also purchase CAD-PRINTZ Perma-TWILL or texture twill patches, as well as a lot of other different styles of heat transfers that will allow you to grow your business. And for high-quality blank wholesale apparel like the Dry Duck brand that we've used here today, visit ssactivewear.com. Thanks for watching.